Oh yes, this is a very good news coming from Maxwell Okpara, the Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer. So in this interview where he granted in Channels TV, he talks about Nnamdi Kanu appeal case. So the judgment, how the judgment went, just a recent interview, and he has finally given a very nice detail how Mazda Kano will defeat the federal government and how he will use to make a way out of the Sokoto prison. And the thing that Omotosho did that is very, very wrong. That in history of Nigeria, in fact, in the history of the world, they have not seen a place where such kind of judgment is being given to anybody. They have not. And then it has shown that Omotosho he did something that it is somebody that pressed him, that forced him to sentence Mazda Kanu. So in this interview, he talked a lot of things in this interview, and he revealed a lot of secrets. So don't skip any part of it. Make sure you watch it to the end because it's a very, very serious interview. So as you're about to watch, like, subscribe, and share the video to go and let others see things going on in Nigeria and the injustice Nnamdi Kanu they have subjected him into, because this is a sign of injustice and is a sign of that the Igbo people in Nigeria, they are not well accepted in anywhere in Nigeria.
So Nnamdi Kanu now brought a application, and we are talking about a criminal trial with a capital punishment. And in law, it has been settled that once in any criminal trial, once there is any iota of doubt, you resolve it in the favor of the defendant, especially a defendant that has no lawyer. Do you know what I'm saying? So the judge should be his lawyer. The judge should be his lawyer. Even when he said that I'm going to defend myself, that is where you need to be careful with him. One, anything he said, you explain to him. When he filed a motion, you hear his motion. And you explain to him. Because we are talking about convicting him, proving your case beyond all reasonable doubt in a terrorism matter. He said no, that you are not going to do this, and you started threatening him, that if you are not ready. He said, my Lord, I am ready. This is a witness boss. My Lord, tell me the reason. Am I supposed to, based on the repealed law, based on all this, based on all this, based on all this? As if there is somebody that is saying that you must do this today, tomorrow. You adjourn. That you are giving him the last chance. And the last chance, he now came. You said, I can see that you are not ready to enter your defense. You hereby foreclose him. And shut everybody out from final written address. I have never seen that kind of trial in my life. Shut everybody in before our open eye and adjourn for judgment. In a serious matter like this, final written address. Final written address. There are some people that may decide not to enter any defense. They will say, my Lord, I'm not entering any defense. I have my final written address. Are you with what I'm saying? Now you shut him out. He now filed a motion asking you. You said that you have used one motion he filed. Argument he filed in one motion that you are going to use it as his final written address. I have never seen that kind of thing in my life. And the earlier we condemn this thing, the better for us. Is Nnamdi Kanu, is he going to live in Nigeria forever? But that judgment will be here forever. And I'm a lawyer. The government has been given it. It's now left for us to analyze it, just like some other persons who are not following the matter. They are analyzing it. You shut him out. He now brought a motion in court. They didn't want to read their judgment. He said, my Lord, there is a motion. You cannot read that judgment. My Lord, you must give me my right. My right to file my final written address. It is my right. You shot him. You said that you have ruled on that one. He said, no, my Lord. He was shouting on top of his voice in the court. Under what law are you shutting me out? Under what law are you shutting me out? Tell me the law that you said that I will not file my final written address. Something the Constitution gave him, fair hearing. One expected, say, okay, you want to file a final written address? Yes. No problem. I'm adjourning this matter for 2 weeks. I'm adjourning the matter for this matter that has been in court for over 10 years. If I adjourn it, even if it's for 1 month, I give you 21 days or 3 weeks, file a final written address, serve the prosecution, file their own, give him, file their reply. Are you know what I'm saying? So that people will see it. This person without a lawyer, who is not a lawyer, he's shouting, I want to find my final written address. I want to find my final written address. You said that you have ruled on that in a criminal matter. And you never gave him an opportunity to address all those evidence, all those exhibits, which I told you. And it was, you now go ahead and read their judgment. As if Nnamdi Kanu was aware. It was all those exhibits that he wanted to address in his final written address. That was what we rely and give judgment and pass capital punishment of life jail on him. They said that it was Nnamdi Kanu's utterances and broadcasts that led to NSAS, which led to burning of all these places. Investigation panel report of Lagos State government that established the immediate and remote causes of NSAS was tendered. It was not evaluated. So when you watch the judgment, you discover that all those exhibits that are in favor of Nnamdi Kanu was not evaluated. Now, comment on the witnesses. The credibility of every witness in every matter, in every criminal matters. You are expected to check the credibility of every witness in your judgment. That was not done. Now, that trial, which you rejected Nnamdi Kanu's statement. Check out the judgment. It was not reflected. As if the judgment has been written before. Are you get what I'm saying? Now, and so they said justice rush, justice crush. Because had it been that, my Lord, adjourn that matter and allow Nnamdi Kanu to file his final written address. Are you get what I'm saying? We are talking about justice. Do you know, sir, that in law, they said it is better to set 9 guilty persons free than to convict 1 innocent person. And that was why in law, they said where there is any iota of doubt, you resolve it in the favor of the accused. But in this particular trial, you discover how everything is being rushed. Now, remember that we talked about notice of preliminary objection. I think that was a notice of preliminary of the 16th or thereabout. That notice of preliminary objection is lying in court as I speak to you. Nnamdi Kanu was not given an opportunity to move it. His lawyer was not given an opportunity to move it. Yet, my Lord, in his judgment, made the reference to it. A motion that was not moved. And your judgment made reference to it. Are you getting what I'm saying? So I want people to see it from this particular angle. And I continue to say, if you have a good case and you channel it from a wrong angle, you will lose it. That judgment, now, so there are some other issues. I don't know where those ones are coming from. Burning of American house, burning of embassy, burning of a British embassy. Something that if you watch I have all the whole record of proceedings that even in my car as I speak to you. I have been reading the record of proceedings. Nowhere such a thing was mentioned. Nowhere evidence was laid in that. And you say that Nnamdi Kanu. What are you trying to establish? You want to establish before America that Nnamdi Kanu is an international terrorist. What are you trying to establish? In your own judgment. I don't know what.
Without evidence.
Without evidence. Not even evidence. Nobody even mentioned it. It was on the course of trial. Nobody even mentioned it. Nobody even talk about America or this. He said they might not intentionally brought it in so that America and Britain can clap for him. That yes, he has convicted somebody that wanted to bomb our embassy. Do they know the implication of what they are saying? So these are the issues that we are asking people. You don't do this kind of thing. You don't do this even if. Thank God that the judgment was recorded live. Even the course of the judgment. My Lord was mimicking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I hear them saying, now I discovered that his anger was shown. It was televised live. His anger was shown in the judgment. And you see, people are talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as my brother. I've been into this matter. If you pass through what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has passed through in the course of this thing, you have every right to be angry with the judiciary. When the time he was brought from Kenya to court, Federal High Court, DSSS orally applied that he should be remanded in DSSS custody. A judge granted it orally without his lawyer being there, and he has a lawyer on record. You did not say no. I'm going to adjourn this matter. Put his lawyer on record. Let you file whatever you want to file. Serve him. Since you people brought him, I'm going to do as if I don't know that you people have brought him. File whatever thing that you want to file, even if it's by motion ex parte. You allow orally, and you allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to speak from the dock. Somebody that have a lawyer on record. What kind of injustice is this?
Do you think that the judge played on Kanu's emotions because he made reference to the fact that he's aggressive, he's violent, and because of that, he doesn't think that
we are talking about judgment. We are talking about judgment. The demeanor of a client should be considered. But what brought about that? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was crying for justice, and he was not getting the justice in the court of law. He said, give me fair hearing, fair hearing, fair hearing. He was shouting on it. Is it that you don't know the law? So it is, he felt that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu assaulted him, and I will show him that I'm a lawyer, I'm a judge. To me, that is just it. Ordinarily, nothing would have stopped you to control yourself. Even we lawyers, most of the times, these are the things we are taught in law school. Most of the times you see a client that you don't even know how to manage the client. You are doing a matter for him, he will be aggressive against you. Most of the times he will be calling you names. He will go a long way of saying that you have collected bribe from the other part, but your eye should be on the ball. You should not, that is the training. So that when you are giving your judgment, people will now know that, yes, read that judgment. And some other person said that it's because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not put up his defense. What do you know about defense? What did you know about defense? In fact, for the fact that he did not even put up his defense, and he was not represented by a lawyer, that is where you should have been very, very thorough in that judgment. You would have been very, very thorough in that judgment. All the whole, every comment, every document tendered must be reviewed. Now I ask you, what does Mazi Nnamdi Kanu boxers, singlet, shirt, perfume is doing with terrorism charges? Because when they tendered exhibit, in your judgment, as we are reviewing those exhibits one after the other, you check the one, because under the law, a judge is expected to expunge inadmissible evidence that has been admitted in your judgment, during your judgment. And that was the reason why you should have given Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that opportunity to file his final written address. Because in his final written address, he will begin to demolish all those exhibits one after the other. And if he know that, yes, he has succeeded in demolishing them in his final written address, you expunge them. You have the law to do that. He has even done it. He did it during the trial, and took him that they did not even tell him where they are taking him to. It was when he landed in Sokoto, he now discovered that he's a Sokoto airport in Sokoto. So they took him to prison. Said okay. So I now gave him the judgment, hard copy of the judgment and all this. And so he gave directives to the brother what to do. But the challenges he was having is that because he has 90 days to file his appeal, and the judgment was delivered on the 20th, and today is 26. Out of the 90 days, 6 days has gone. So, and there are some appeal he filed. When my Lord overruled him in that motion, he filed appeal and transmitted record. he also filed another one to Supreme Court. I hear them saying. So, and it was on record. You can see in the social media when he went to Supreme Court to file, when he was going to Court of Appeal, has been doing it on his own because he has no lawyer. And the some affidavits he wants to pose on his own. He can't do it in Sokoto Court of Appeal. So he have to come here. So the application has been made before the court, asking my lord, I don't know whether they're going to have a private jet that will be bringing him anytime I want to file something from Sokoto to Court of Appeal here and finish, they take him back. I don't know how they're going to do it because my lord said that a secured place, and one cannot tell me that Sokoto is more secured than Abuja. But whichever that is the case, I hear them saying. So that is the position. He's handicapped as I speak to you now. He cannot even do anything.
Now, wow. I hope everybody have heard everything Maxwell said. This is a sign of injustice. It's a sign of that everything the Nigerian government they are doing, their mind is not for them to release Mazam Kanu. Their mind, they have already made up their mind to prison him. Starting from the day they kidnap him into the country. Their mind is that they don't even want to allow him to even see the cloud, because they believe that he's the problem of Nigeria. Is one once they pick him or once they keep him in a prison, so Nigerian problem will solve. But what is there is that every day Nigerian problem keep worsening. Every day they keep having problem issue here and there every day. And this issue of fair hearing, that is what Mazam Kanu has been saying about starting from day one. He keep mentioning that Nigerian is not a court where you get justice. It's not a court where you will get justice. It's not. That he's ready to go to ICC anywhere, any day. But at the end, it is what he said, it what later come to pass. For you to see that he's a great prophet. And for the tinubu and for the Omotosho, all those things Omotosho did on that day is a sign that they have already written all those things and present to him for him to sign it. He just like he signed it up on that day. So other things the government is claiming that he do this, he do that. He is a clean man. Mazam Kanu did not commit anything. He's fighting for justice, and he's fighting or for the marginalization of his people, for the injustice that is happening, that they are doing against the Igbos. Is fighting against many things in Nigeria, because if you look very well, this government, this Nigeria of 18, starting from day one to date, they have not done anything good to the people. He's fighting for the whole country, but what is there is that some people they don't understand. It is whenever you hear some people come out, they will be talking Kanu this, Kanu that, but they don't understand the real meaning of what he's agitating for, what he's fighting for, because some of them believe that he want to separate Nigeria, he want to divide Nigeria. Not really that he want to separate Nigeria. He's fighting for justice for everyone, for every group, for the Hausas, for the Yoruba, for the North, for the West, for everyone, and even for the Africa, for people to rise up and to do the needful, to do the right thing, to do what they're supposed to do for the country they are leading. So that is what he stand for. But other people, some people, they look him as their enemy, which is not. So my people, I would like to hear your comments down below. Like, subscribe, and make sure you share the video to go and let others see things that is happening in Nigeria. And thank you for watching.
If you see the action the federal government took yesterday in Benin, you will know that if they are taking the same action, there is no hiding space. I think it's the shame now to those people who are dragging Donald Trump. The same thing they are accusing Donald Trump of. Oh, Donald Trump want to invade Nigeria. Donald Trump is because of Tunde Bakare. Most of these are spiritual leaders that have lost the respect we have for them. Become the same this Tunde Bakare then was the one occupy Ojota, saying all manner of things. He called Jonathan all manner of names. But today, maybe probably because Tinubu is a Obama.